Alright, so the first 30 or 25 minutes didn't have audio. I'm on a new computer and it seems that my capturing software didn't, it had the microphone disabled. So that sucks. So I guess this is where we really start now. So I'm just going to hop into games. Um, the deck is called And You Will Be Hurt. It's basically a damage over time mage deck that tries to get in damage early if it can, control the board with the early allies, um, and consuming fear, and then it just sort of wants to draw burn and damage over time stuff, and it uses Sunblighted one for extra ping damage. Still kind of low. How about now? Is that any better? Now that it's actually capturing, I can change it when I need to. I can't believe I did that. Yep, and our opponent is Maverick. Yep, so I'll probably have two separate YouTube videos. I might record post commentary for those other matches, I'm not really sure. Okay. Um, Twilight Victor? Or is it just Fat Victor? Hmm. I think, yeah, the Transmogrification Curse. So we're gonna want to play stuff. So yeah, I'm on a new computer. The last time I streamed, I had problems with this computer, so I switched to my old one. But I thought I had managed to get it to work, so I went ahead with this one. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna want to play. Let's see. Yes. So it is Twilight then. We're gonna want to play Deathbone. Yep. Get rid of the Lightning Strike. I usually go for duplicates, even though that's probably not always the best. Probably Consuming Fear, maybe. With it being Twilight now, I kind of wish I hadn't thrown away the Transmogrification Curse, because that Twilight Champion is a pain in the butt. Oh, and it had enough life to survive it now. Not for Lightning Strike, though. Okay, there's a good old Sunblighted one. Yeah, I'll toss the Consuming Fear. Lightning Strike them both off the board. Next turn, I can draw cards by playing the False Blood Cultist and bring back the Sunblighted one with Grave Bones ability. Twilight Luminary, that's annoying. Think. Hey! Easy sacrifice. You know, so we're still gonna do this because we need the draw. Victor gets the Shadow Energy too, which sucks, but that's alright. Okay. Skip that. Um. Yeah, let's go ahead and start burning him. So the longer I wait on that, the less effective it becomes. overall. I'm gonna seek a Twilight. Ooh, Opportunist is an annoying one. Okay. That dies and he gets durability and draws a card. Go ahead and Lightning Strike. Do that. Well, there's a Demetrio. Probably gonna kill my Feasterling, which is alright. Not good, but alright. Ah, good. Very good. There's Supernova. I kinda wanna bring back the Sun-Blighted one, but then he'd be able to seek for a Twilight, which would probably just kill it anyway. In that case, maybe the Deathbone. Science. Well, that stinks. Would have much rather had the Sun-Blighted one. But that's okay. Probably gonna use Supernova here. Yeah. Just get rid of both of his allies. Hello, Dr. Grindle. How's it going? Oh, a Spell Eater bans. Right, that exists. Don't know how I could forget. Welp. That's not good. Kinda need my allies now. Ah, well, I hope you enjoy the stream and have a good day at work. So I've pretty much lost here. Just gonna point that out. Welp. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede and add in Leyline Nexus to the deck. Because, you know, yeah. Add in 2 of those. I think I'm going to go with 1 less of those and 1 more Tome of Knowledge. Yeah, Tome of Knowledge. Yep. And you will be harmed. And you will be harmed. If that performance does not sell this deck, then nothing will. Clearly. Actually, didn't even read that. Supposedly, Gondorian added a few more of these. Oh, there we go. Flixo. Zana. Ah, I wish I had that card back. I missed out on that one. And I doubt I could push some buttons with the board to get them either. No fun versus small deckers. That's what I call it anyway. Where they'll have everything they need despite having a large deck. So has this change to maximum 80 cards done anything, you guys feel? Because I know it was a pretty hot topic and one that a lot of people weren't happy with. So wouldn't mind getting some feedback on that. Played Alden, just sort of waiting for the turn to end. It's as if he heard me through the game. I didn't know Shadow Era had voice chat. It doesn't, but okay. Not really afraid of the Alden if he does that, so we'll just get in some damage here. If he wants to use it to heal that tiny amount, then he can. Priest of the Light. And I've got your Priest of the Darkness in this deck. Transmog for now. We're going to go ahead and play Lightning Strike. Oh, no. Oh, it got rid of the attachment, too. Okay. Well, I can wait for a few more allies before tossing out that Supernova. I'm actually going to cancel that. another death bone. That's not really what I wanted to see. We'll go ahead and do that. And Incendiary curses. Alright. Yes. Deathbone is more meant for dealing with their stuff. Oh man, this is not going too well with that thing. That's a lot of damage to take next turn. Should have killed the Alden earlier. Mistakes were made. I'll be down to 12 next turn if I play Supernova. I think this time I am actually going to bring out the Deathbone. Okay, that leaves him with 4 health. I mean, the damage is supposed to be for the hero, but unless we top deck Transmogrification Curse, that's just not going to happen. Yeah, well, there we go, and then we can slowly start dotting him up. And that's what happens when you don't turn your phone on vibrate, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't draw first. Didn't draw first. Alright. So we're going to draw. That's Sunblighted one at least. Yeah, so Consuming Fear and Sunblighted one. Okay. Still looking for that Transmogrification Curse. Oh, that's an easy sacrifice. No, not that. That would have been a bad sacrifice there. Well, there's Supernova. So, do that again. Dot her up for 2 a turn. Now she can't just out-heal it. There's Champion of Verum. Just gonna stay a 1-3. Well, no, it might become a 2 something. if I play or bring back a Sunblighted one. Supernova's rough here, but I think that might be what I go with regardless. Yep, and then I can do this. And this. Tidal Wave, that sucks. But it's also okay. Especially if that's all she can do. Yep, so here's some more burn. Save the lightning strike for reasons. Hey, Lily. Wonder what you try to bring back with Lily. Wisenstaff, maybe? Hey, 2 lightning strikes for victory. Of course it's boring. For you, I guess. You might have fun if you don't use such a big deck. Depending on your play style, of course. I actually don't mock people who play a big deck. I actually think that's one of the good things about Shadow Era. I'm actually one of those people that pretty much disagreed with the whole 80 deck thing. Or 80 card deck thing. Let's see. Birdska with an Aladwin. Yep, as much as I have the Incendiary Curse, though. Yep, we're going to ditch a Fireball this time. I guess the question then is, Spartan, is the bigger decks what's causing the NPE, or is it something else? Granted, I have little say in the matter on that, but discussion's good. Let's see. I might just ditch the Incendiary Curse. Yeah. Combination? Okay. Likely going to use her ability on the Sunblighted one, but that's a win in my opinion. I'm going to ditch another Fireball, so we don't have to ditch a good thing, or that. Oh, she used that. Well, that stinks for me. Okay, well, I can't justify throwing away another fireball. Jeez. Okay, no, let's get rid of the consuming fear. Then we're gonna lightning strike. Bring back the sun blinded one, even though it's just gonna die. Get that one damage in. So when you say stall cards, are you talking about a hero or a particular card? Hmm. She gonna have enough shadow energy again. Well, I don't want her to, like, get these cards. Yeah, the stalled playstyle is not really a good one. That's why I personally don't like Skurvox's ability, but that's a that's a huge discussion. That Leyline Nexus is going to come in handy now. There's the poison gas. Go ahead and make her use her ability, hopefully. Get some damage in. For me, the thing is I really am not sure how much the deck size, like, actually helps stall. Like, beyond a certain point, it's gotta be diminishing returns, right? That's why I don't really think the change from 120 to 80 did too much. Dotting up for 2. Probably take out that Alden with the fireball next turn. And then tempt the ability usage on there. No, but I have seen pretty much 120 and 80 stall boxes. And I'm sure you could do something with, like, for me, I'm sure you could make a very consistent 60 card stall box deck. But again, I don't know, I'm just trying to make conversation. I personally don't really think that it helped enough to warrant changing it to that. As far as changing it even lower, ooh, that's something else almost. But I don't know. I don't really think that the massive decks are what allows stall to be a thing. I think it does give them a slight advantage because they stall long enough to empty like better or like more concise decks, and you lose because you just simply run out of options while basically waiting, which is not cool. Yeah. Well, looks like we finally lost one. Fireball? Oh, a supernova. Okay. Rika. Beat me to it. And go ahead and get rid of one of the consuming fears. Alright. Yeah, if we were to lower it, I think I would want it to be 60, not 50 though, because I still don't feel like that's enough room. But I could still see arguments for both sides. Um, Now we'll get rid of the consuming fear. Plump that down, get in some early damage. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. There's Incendiary Curse. But I think I'm going to go ahead and ditch it. Play Lightning Strike. Haven't seen too much from Rika yet. Belladonna. That's interesting. Ditch a Fireball here. Draw a card. Go ahead and kill the Belladonna, and probably just gonna pass. Because we can always save that Fireball for a rainy day. Death Collector. Tome of Knowledge. Yep, I think we're just gonna draw and use the fireball. And my health's getting kind of low against a mage, so... Well, I mean, not that low, but, like, all the damage I've taken is from myself. Next turn is gonna be the False Blood, and a draw, probably. Probably just sacrifice whatever I draw. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of the Transmogrification Curse in this case. Go ahead and do that. Well, maybe I shouldn't have. Or well, no, because I can still play that on the Tome of Knowledge. Good old research. So next turn I'm going to sacrifice the Tome of Knowledge and play the Poison Gas and the Incendiary Curse. Unless like Lightning Strike ends up being better for some reason. Heyo. Yep, we get in a lot of damage with Sunblighted one here. I don't think we have another one. No, we don't. So we'll just save that Shadow Energy. Got her dotted up for 2. Chimera? Plus the Stone Skin, okay. Well, we can go ahead and get rid of the Stone Skin. Which really, I should just do this and win. Doop doop. On to the next one. Hey, it's Flexo again. uh, I really hope that was him just like closing the app instead of like an actual disconnect. Granted, waiting the 2 minutes still kind of sucks. Do 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 do. So, as I mentioned earlier, even though it didn't get recorded due to my mic not being a thing, I have been playing a lot of XCOM 2 lately, and I might end up streaming it with like you guys as my soldiers, if you know what XCOM is. I think, um, oh, what was his name? Alzarath. Yeah, Alzarath. I don't know why his name slipped my mind for a moment. I think he did that with the first game. There we go. There's the 2 minutes, so I should get my victory any moment now. Yep. Or is it 3 minutes and I'm remembering wrong? But yeah, that's something I might end up doing. There we go. Because I really want to keep playing that game, but I think it would be fun to bring people along for the ride. Well, it's to give people a chance for their client to reconnect. Um, we actually have discussed whether or not that's too long. And I can't really say anything. I think maybe we'll change that in the future because 2 minutes is kind of too long, especially considering you can't reopen the app and rejoin the game, which is something I'd eventually like to have, but lowering it might not be too bad of an idea. It's on our list to look into. We'd already have 3.51 out if not for a lot of paperwork issues, so to speak. Oh, yeah, they do it just because they don't want to fight that person, so they just close the app instead of conceding. And unfortunately, the game can't really tell the difference right now. And we're fighting an undead Gravebone, it looks like. Not to be confused with my Gravebone, who is also undead, but not an undead deck. I think I'm going to do that. He's got Meek, so it's not like he's a big deal for the moment. Okay. Go to the Fireball, I think. Okay. Yeah, the Lightning Strike can go. Let's just start getting that damage over time. I feel like at one time I may have had this deck in the PFG for Shattered Fates. Because I remember wanting to like super make Incendiary Curse deck. Oh, there's a Fireball, just gonna deal some damage to me it looks like. Fine with me. There's a False Blood Cultist, which we're going to ditch. We're going to just dot up for 2. Like I said, that thing's not really going to be too much of an issue. But we'll probably end up transmogging it anyway. So I can play Incendiary Curse. Yep, there's the Sun-Blighted one. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing. So, do that. Next turn I can play Incendiary Curse on it for 3 damage a turn. There's a Death Collector with Grave Resistance. It's going to be a little annoying, but not too annoying. So, Incendiary Curse. Yep, and then we'll put the Consuming Fear on it. Harbinger of the Lost going in. Aw, I would have loved to have had that Fireball. Death Collector just gonna come in. Okay. I think we're just gonna draw and Lightning Strike here. Pretty much just burn him down from this point. Oh, looks like he's given up. Hopefully with the concede button this time around. Oh no, that was a actual disconnect. Okay. Yep, so we're gonna Supernova next turn. And then on the turn after that, we're just gonna kill him with the Sun-Blighted one plus the dots that we have. Excuse me. They take 1 less damage, right? Yeah. Supernova. Thanks, Dr. Grindle. And yeah, I can. So unless he's got 2 fireballs or something, which even that wouldn't do it, it's not enough, unfortunately. Throw the good game out there and win with the Sun-Blighted one. Hey, level 6. More Shadow Crystals. Yep, so here's the deck here. As the load screen will show it as soon as I find him. It's called And You Will Be Harmed. I find that way funnier than it is. But yeah, it's got 2 Feasterlings, 3 Deathbones, 4 Sun-Blighted ones, 3 False Blood Cultists, 4 Consuming Fear, to mainly help with Feasterling and Mass Bandit. Haven't really run into them too much. And then you got good old burn cards, Fireball, Lightning Strike. Got 2 Incendiary Curses, 2 Poison Gas, and 2 Engulfing Flames. 3 Transmogrification Curse for control, and Incendiary Curse, and only 2 Supernovas. Got 4 of the Tome of Knowledge for draw, and then 2 Leyline Nexus, mainly for Spell Leader bans, because I ran into that earlier without Leyline Nexus, and lost because of it. So that is the deck. And we'll keep on marching on. Um, In this case, I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Engulfing Flames. You're welcome, Dr. Grindle. Same kind of goes for Incendiary Curse here. Especially if this ends up being undead Baduru. Harbinger of the Lost. Ah, okay. Well, I got a Sunblighted one, which I'd much rather have, I think. Yeah, I think I'll ditch one, too. So go ahead and play that. Gets his weapon out a little earlier, which I don't like, but oh well. And that points to it being an undead one, too. What did he even lose? Sacrificial Lamb? Okay. Yep, there's a Soul Seeker with 3 damage, which is not ideal here. There's a Deathmage Thaddeus. Go ahead and Lightning Strike that off the board. No need to damage myself. Bring back a 5/4. There's the Necromancer Shroud. Gonna come in and bring back that Deathmage Thaddeus. Ah, okay. Now that Deathmage Thaddeus is still there. Applauds to you. It did 4 damage, though. Okay, that's super good. Unfortunately, this is not as good. Chose not to heal off it. Interesting. There's Leyline Nexus, which I'll save for his next weapon. Not sure what that hissing sound was all about. draw. Do that. Even though it's likely to die, we're still going to bring it out. Ooh, that's a good way to take it out. And we probably lost. Almost certainly have. Because, I mean, I can destroy the... It's just not enough. Oh well. He's going to deal 6 to me. I'll have 1 left. Oh right, it's only against allies. Still not really going to help me though. Now we've got Zaladar. I think we'll get rid of Fireball. In favor of having an ally. Same sort of deal here. Okay. Got Deathbone out. Rain delay sucks, but not a big deal. Get rid of the Consuming Fear instead. Yep, pretty much used his ability exactly how I hoped he would. Hopefully we'll draw a Sunblighted one here. So I can discard it? Nope. That is not what happened. Okay. There's a Tome of Knowledge. And there's the Sunblighted one. We're going to deal a lot of ping damage to him. Hopefully he uses his ability here, though. Because that will make the revived one so much better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's the False Blood Cultist again, but we don't need him anymore. We're gonna bring back Sunblighted one, and we're gonna play another Sunblighted one. And I made the rookie mistake of not drawing first, even though it ended up not mattering. Kinda don't want to use that. Shocking Grasp. It's a pretty good card. Ooh, that sucks. Alright then. He is gonna kill it with his ability, but that's okay. Or another mind control. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have been bringing back Deathbone. Now that I think about it, because that would have dealt damage to him. Yeah, Deathbone for sure. Basically trying to race him down at this point. Yep, deal 2 damage to yourself, that's fine. It's not gonna matter at all. It's gonna matter! Because now I can just Supernova for the win. Doop! Just out of curiosity, what is my score right now? Okay. 842nd. Alright, and we're gonna keep going. We're doing pretty well with this deck, actually. Korax Wanderer. You're welcome. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by, Dr. Grindle. Okay, get rid of the lightning bolts. So we've already got one. Next turn, probably get rid of either what we draw or the Consuming Fear. Or maybe the Transmogrification Curse. Because Ethan likes to play a lot of allies to make sure he gets on the board. Nope, that's actually okay, maybe. We'll do this then, because I can discard that one next turn. This is a good one to use him against because his abilities requires that he has an ally. So unless he plays something with haste, gonna have a tough time there. Flaming Arrow. Get rid of Deathbone here. Get that 5/4 out. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Greybone comes for you? That doesn't work. Another Flaming Arrow. But to take out what? Because if he hits the Sunblighted one, it's not going to be an insta-kill. So yeah, cool. 7 damage to him. That works for me. And we still have board. Oh, he's going to attack twice with a weapon. You don't see many Ethans doing that. Sword of Might, no less. Go ahead and start drawing. And just get in as much damage as we can. 'Cause I'm getting the feeling he doesn't run many allies, if any. Yeah, there's an ally. Yep, and we're gonna take care of that with Supernova. Just dealing even more damage to him and bring back the Sunblighted one, as usual. Probably get around that snare trap, or whatever trap that happens to be. So I've got 7 damage in my hand, so I need to deal 3 damage still. So hopefully I can draw... this guy, okay. Hopefully I can draw one of my dots. Although Transmogrification Curse would not go awry either. that's a death bone. Death trap, so 2 damage to him. Cool. 1 more damage, and we have a lethal in hand. Even though I technically don't have enough resources to cast both at this moment in time. Get in 1 damage, I suppose. The second time you attack, you're not going to deal any damage. Nope, no damage. Incendiary Curse will keep... Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll draw a Fireball. So we win next turn. Didn't even have to use any of our dots this time. Yep. I'm gonna win the interesting way. Ping damage. Okay, and I will be BRB for like 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. That might have been a little longer than 10 seconds, but it looks like it didn't matter. Get that out of the way. Boris. Well-fed Boris, as it turns out. Okay, so we definitely aren't getting rid of that. Lightning bolts. So we're going first. The Feasterling should be pretty good against W60. What did he say? Ah, you two. Okay. Definitely didn't want to get rid of a second one, so I just won't. Feasterling's pretty good. Nothing. It's good for us. And he can use his ability on the Sunblighted one if he wishes. In fact, I would prefer it. So I can bring it back as a 5/4. Probably. Part of me wants to go ahead and start dotting him up, but the problem with that is that he probably won't play Blood Frenzy once I do that. We'll just have to see, I guess. Seductress. Might just play Lightning Bolt then. Oh, right. Okay. Smart. Hmm. think we'll heavily focus on the dots, though. Yeah, that's true, too. If I hadn't drawn Poison Gas there, I probably would not have played Engulfing Flames to tempt him into playing Blood Frenzy. Well, that sucks. At least I can Supernova it off the board if I draw it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna sacrifice anything this turn because I can get this out. Hey, there's that Supernova I was talking about. Lithian Shackles. Alright. That's pretty cool. Hey, Transmogrification Curse, you came just in time. Not that that was a particularly big threat, but because Incendiary Curse. Lithian Shackles will be off me next turn, although he's probably going to use his ability to kill it, which is fine. Enslave the Beast. Go ahead and play Poison Gas since that costs more. Road less traveled. Alright. Three a turn, which is really good. Means he will be dead in 4 turns. Presumably. If he does stuff like that, it might be another story. But then again, I do have Lightning Strike. And, you know, Supernova. So. Although at this point, I might have to save Supernova for, like, the game-ending scenario. Yep, so I can bring it back next turn, which will bring it down to 9, and then it'll be to 6. So three more turns at the most. And it is not impossible for him to deal 12 damage in that time. Especially if he keeps doing that. Because that's 3 damage now. I'm at 9. Then again, if I play Supernova this turn, he'll lose both allies. And go down to 1. I believe. Let's find out, shall we? This is probably a bad idea. Okay. He'll go down to 2. You know what? I think it's better that I don't risk him having another Enslave the Beast. Because I can just end the game by ending my turn. Boop. And he's down. Dimensionos Jack. So I've seen 2 of the new ones he added. One about campaign and one about score. I believe there's one that now mentions going to the forums. Nope. Amber. This is where Deathbone will probably come in handy a lot. Affinity 5. Because Deathbone's really good against things like Zaladar and weapon heroes. Oh. Looks like it is going to be an aggro deck. And it looks like there's a pop-up that's going to be starting soon, so if you want to join in on that, head over to the official Organized Play Space on Telegram and say that you're in. I don't have time to cover it today on the stream, but it should be a good time. Get in there and see how well you guys can do. It looks like it's being hosted by Insano Mango. Ah, man, I do not know what to get rid of here. Probably Poison Gas, actually. He's not really, he's kind of trickling me with that. I'd rather save it for something else, though. Because the Lightning Strike will take care of it once I hit turn 4. And we might be able to do the Blood Frenzy nonsense, though. That would be cool. Fleet-Footed Messenger. That's a card you would use that on. Ah, yeah, that's a good idea, Spartan. So what a pop-up is it's a tournament that basically is just done on the spot. It popped up out of nowhere, so to speak. It usually is an 8-man tournament with single elimination, usually deck lock. You can ask the tournament organizer for more information, but usually there's pop-ups practically every day, and it's a good way to see how well your deck does in tournaments without too much pressure. Okay, I believe I'm going to have to ditch one of these and do this. Yep, there's usually a small reward for coming in first. Depends on the tournament organizer. So go in and good luck. I hope you have better luck than what I'm getting right at this particular moment in time. Mm, that's alright. Okay. This has to be an artifact, right? Yeah, okay. Guess we're gonna lightning strike. Yep, and it looks like this is probably gonna be the last game of the day because I'm hitting that 5 o'clock and I've got other things I need to do today. Other people to talk to. Probably some late night Divinity. Good game, by the way. Ooh, and Rage. Not liking my chances, but I think I'm going to play this one out. Hang on to that Incendiary Curse. Another Fleet-Footed. Gonna have to start taking care of those. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think we'll play another one of these. Maybe I should have got rid of the Fireball so I could play the Deathbone too. I've got a lot of health I need to chew through. Hey, Blood Frenzy! Yay! We stand a chance. Too bad that she gets cards now. Costs 4. So we got him dotted up for 2. Hey, Insano Mango. Hey, now we have an Incendiary Curse target. Even better. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. I can't believe we might actually win this one. So that's 4 damage every turn now. So 3 turns, or with the fireball actually, that's 2 turns. That's assuming that they wipes my board, which I find very unlikely. Nope, since it seems like we're going to be wrapping up, uh, keep an eye on the forums for a post about an XCOM 2 run, because I actually think I might end up doing that, but it'll be from my free time, so don't know about a schedule or anything, but I think that would be fun. So definitely thanks for joining me this time around. I'm going to try and get back to doing this weekly. Especially since I'm back home. I was visiting family in Michigan, which was the main reason why I missed a few weeks here and there, so things should be golden now. Alright, I'll see you guys next week.